We only know 3 members of the War Room: Tristan Tate, this author, and this guy Iggy, who is the master of spells and shadows.
Like, what does
according
that
to
mean?
his Twitter account.
What? No, we're not gonna act like, bro. What?
And this guy Iggy, who is the
master of spells and shadows. Like, what he really be doing?
Master. He has even praised the infamous German dictator.
Everything must happen instantly, quickly, fast, speed, attack. Hitler conquered Europe with blitzkrieg.
No way. He just, bro. So he's saying. Is he saying Hitler?
They call me king for a reason, cause I'm number one. King say, gotta go and get it, nigga. King say, hardest in my city, nigga. King say, new wave, give me my crop, I'm undefeated.
YouTube, what it do? Dang, hold on, let's focus up. There you go. It's your boy King Zay, aka Motion Man Zay, back in the stew, man. Y'all went crazy on this last Andrew Tate vid, so I said, hey, I gotta bring y'all back another one. The Cult of Andrew Tate, Dark Secrets of the War Room. Make sure y'all follow the social media down below and sub up to the live stream channel at Live with Zay. With that being said, let's hop straight into this reaction.
Don't you want devoted followers who leave their families for you, give their money to you, give their bodies to you, give up their lives for you, consider you God?
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Bro, no, absolutely not. That's the answer to that question. I do not want none of y'all. If y'all watch this, hold on, let me open up chat. If y'all watch this stream, bro, do not consider me God, because I am definitely not him. I am far from him. Do not look, y'all look. Don't even look up to me, bro. Look up to somebody else, bro. I'm not the person y'all want to be looking up to. For real.
Is Andrew Tate starting a cult? In my previous video, I documented his whole life story, and during that, I came across a clip that kind of shook me.
I think it's good for me to be able to say, look, I have 110,000 people who like me, who are my fans, for example, who would help me if I ever asked for it, not that I ever would, who agree with my worldviews, but they're being taken seriously because they also have financial means. If they're complete brokies, nobody gives a shit.
So isn't that what a cult is?
When you hear him say that, and then you realize he's openly supported other cult leaders like Joseph Kony.
And the reason I got this t-shirt made is because I have a lot of respect for Kony. Now I know, okay, he's a warlord, whatever. But Kony is a G.
And he has even praised the infamous German dictator.
Everything must happen instantly, quickly, fast, speed, attack. Hitler conquered Europe with blitzkrieg.
No way. He just, bro. So he's saying, is he saying Hitler a good guy? Let me know.
You need to go quickly.
Then you realize he now has over 130,000 people paying him every month, essentially for his advice. But above all else, he has a secret organization called the War Room, a network of members with varied expertise which allows them to exert influence globally. They congregate in real life with the ultimate goal of achieving freedom in a world of slavery.
This slavery is just beginning. They're trying to reduce you to a QR code, and they are looking for people who blindly comply. This is why they make these mandates. The mandate is designed to purge the ranks of anybody who is not a slave.
This world of slavery is what he calls the Matrix, which kind of is just anyone who participates in the confines of today's society.
When I talk about the Matrix, I'm talking about the systems which have been created by society, which are deliberately designed to enslave. In this Matrix, we're used for our efforts and our energies. And you're existing inside of a system which is deliberately rigged to make the rich richer and for the poor to stay poor. The best thing to do is to understand the rules of the game and find a way to win.
So is it possible that Andrew Tate is doing a 2022 version of convincing people to believe in his worldview and worshiping him, then funneling them into a secret group to control them even more? Then once he has that control, well, we don't really know what he's going to do next. But he is going to do something based on what he said here.
You trying to keep up being like as viral as you are forever?
This is stage 1 of a 3-step plan.
3 steps.
So I'm going to be viral for a little bit longer, then step 2 begins.
Okay.
The conquest is continuing.
I started doing research on cults, how they form, how they operate, how do members join, then research on cult leaders. How do they act? How do they recruit? How are they successful and unsuccessful? And before I give you this example, think about Andrew, the War Room Network, and how he thinks everyone is living in the Matrix. Typically, cults start as religious groups, which slowly turn into something dark and sinister. For example, the People's Temple. Jim Jones was a Methodist preacher with a sizable congregation in Indianapolis. He began to perform faith healings. Many of his followers believed he had a supernatural gift. The church would be renamed to the People's Temple, and Jones warned his followers that he had received visions of a nuclear attack that would devastate Indianapolis. This led the church to relocating to Guyana and forming their own little town that we now know as Jonestown. In the beginning, everything seemed alright, just a group of people trying to make a community. Eventually, a US Congressman Leo Ryan led a fact-finding mission and went to Jonestown. While visiting, members of the People's Temple told Congressman Ryan they needed help and wanted to leave. Ryan quickly departed with 15 of those members. While boarding their plane, a truck of the cult members arrived at the airstrip and began shooting at the plane. Congressman Ryan and 4 others were killed that day.
No!
Later that same day, Jones, knowing that the US government would send the military to seize Jonestown, was quoted saying, "No way for us to die. We must die with some dignity."
So wait, don't tell me he made them do the S word.
A drink mixture of Flavor Aid and cyanide.
Bro. He made them drink what do you call it? That a toxic waste? A poisonous Kool-Aid to die? That's crazy.
Was created and handed out to all members. Those who refused to drink were injected with cyanide via syringe against their will. In total, 909 inhabitants of Jonestown died that day.
Nah,
cults are structured like an onion.
So he said, hey, if I gotta go out, I'm gonna take my whole city with me. That's insane,
The
bro.
outer layers consist of helpful, harmless, and agreeable information. As you get closer to the center, you find more unusual and evil ideals. Andrew started to gain traction by representing the ideals of right-wing conservatives on social media.
This is a MAGA country. Wait.
In a day and age where liberal ideals dominate the mainstream. In America, it's assumed the country is about 50% Republican and 50% Democrat, but most celebrities, companies, and mainstream media outlets identify as Democratic and liberal, so there is, theoretically, a huge part of the country that is being underrepresented. That's where Andrew steps in. People latch onto him and his ideas because he says the things that generally most Republicans or conservatives agree with.
Doesn't that show how powerful the people behind all this shit are?
Yeah.
You know, like you've got Trump who doesn't give a shit.
It's a big fight we have ahead of us.
You know,
Yeah.
and you've got the best soldier you could have as a president, and he's still struggling to get the wall built. He's still struggling. Still, people, conservatives are being censored on social media.
This is the outer layer of the cult onion. The second layer of the onion would be more of his controversial takes that divide people. The things he says or does where even his own followers might disagree. To get to the more shady and evil layers, if there are any, you would probably have to join the war room. He's extremely vague with what the war room really is.
The War Room is a private network. That's the most I can say. Kind of imagine the Freemasons of old.
What we do know is that the War Room is like the Freemasons, which some consider to be a cult. We know it's a secret organization. We know that members have to pay to be in it, as well as compete to prove their value to the organization.
We are giving you a chance to be a man and prove yourself. You are poor.
We know that people join because they fear being stuck in the Matrix, and the War Room will be able to protect them. We know they meet in real life. We only know 3 members of the War Room: Tristan Tate, this author, and this guy Iggy, who is the master of spells and shadows.
Like, what does
according
that
to
mean?
his Twitter account.
What? No, we're not gonna act like, bro. What?
And this guy Iggy, who is the
master of spells and shadows. Like, what he really be doing?
Master of spells and shadows.
Like, are you for real?
According to his Twitter account, he is the greatest hypnotist the world has ever known. Every other member of the War Room, we can assume, is just looked at as a number based on this video. So I want you to consider all of that while watching this video.
Alright, evil films. Mind control made easier. I had them.
Don't you want to become a cult leader?
Nah, not really.
Since the death of God, there's been a vacancy open. You could fill that void. Here's how. Establish front groups.
We're a Bible study group.
We're a management course. We're a meditation center.
Hustlers University.
Promise to fulfill their dreams.
We have the secrets to self-improvement. Join our elite mission.
You cannot stop me. I'm that guy. You need my help. You have 2 choices. You either sell your soul to Tate and say, I accept Tate is all-knowing. I will listen to you inside of Hustlers University. Please save me.
Offer them.
Nah, that's crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, he really is portraying himself as a quote-unquote God. Like,
them something free and get them to feel obliged to give you something in return.
Welcome to the Hustlers University.
Everything you know about money is what? A lie designed to keep you as a worker's ant. A lie to keep you society running for the top 0.001. How do I know?
Free presentation.
Gradually, over time, you'll begin to shape the recruit's behavior by granting or withholding this love and attention. After they've bonded, slowly start making your demands upon them. The message being,
Nothing in this world has value unless it relates to the leader.
If you have less money than me, even by a single cent, you're a fucking brokey, a wagey, a peon, a peasant, a nobody.
control their behavior. Come live with us.
Wear these clothes.
Eat this food.
Why drink Coke? Why the would you spend £3 on a Coke when you can have an orange juice, a coffee, and a water?
One of the most important ways to discover if someone's a dickhead or not is if they wear a smartwatch.
But male haircuts are probably the epitome, the top of the mountains of pointless shit men do. I want to be like him. Let me ask you a question. Do you eat salt and pepper? Or do you only eat salt?
Prescribe a rigid schedule.
You don't have fire blood. You don't wake up to go piss at 3:32 a.m. and go, I'm not going back to sleep because I want to make some fucking money. So you're all lazy.
Control
I mean, that's all right. The past two, I don't. You know,
their
anybody can say
thoughts.
that.
Our ideology answers all questions to all problems.
If I talk about something, I know exactly what I'm talking about all of the time. There are still idiots.
All right, now see things like this, you gotta take with a grain of salt. Like you can't just 100% believe what anybody say. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go within, do your own research.
Out there and go, I don't know if I can trust it.
Control their emotions.
Now I don't know how you can let another man control your emotions. That's kind of crazy. Not kind of. That's insane.
Induce guilt.
And here I am showing you how war room members live their lives. And you're not thinking, I need to get in that room.
I mean, shit, nigga. I mean,
I don't know what you're thinking. You're probably not thinking at all. And instead, you're going to sit at home, make some excuse for why you're not in the war room, why you're not part of our network.
And feed.
that's just reverse psychology. I see, but like, okay. I mean, I'm not in the war room, so what? I guess I'm just gonna die alone and broke. I mean, I guess.
Here.
I think you need to be sitting here panicking at the fact that you don't have enough money. You need to be concerned and worried and sad, and you need to do something about it today.
Control.
Yeah, most definitely. I don't see how. Wait, what they call that? What they fear? Yeah, you need to like my boy. You need to get on your stuff and get your bread up. But
Concerned,
I don't know
worried,
what to think
and
about
sad,
this
and
dude.
you need
It's
to do
like-
something about it today.
Control
For sure, I agree
information.
with that.
Keep them from knowing all the workings of the cult.
War room is a private network.
Well, that's how you always supposed to operate. As a boss, you can't let everybody have the sauce, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can't give everybody the whole sauce and the full sauce. You give them a little bit of sauce, but you never let them in on the whole sauce.
That's the most I can say. Kind of imagine the Freemasons of old. The war room is the most powerful network on the face of the planet today.
Tell them that there is a part of their mind they must eliminate in order to find happiness.
No one cares about how depressed you are. No one gives a shit.
That's real though. That's absolutely true. Nobody gives a fuck. Like, yo, I ain't gonna cap. This video is just BS. What I've seen so far, I can agree with everything he say. Nobody gives a fuck if you're angry, mad, sad, boy. The rent due on the first, bro. Rent due on the first. Nobody care about you, bro. For real.
You motherfuckers who aren't happy need to learn to be grateful.
Claim
Facts. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
authority. It can come from a divine source.
Not only am I a very specimen man, I am actually fulfilled with divine purpose. I'm one of God's favorites.
That's just being confident. I can't catch it. A little bit of arrogant.
Bogus scientific research, or special knowledge.
I've analyzed the entire Earth
Yeah, no, that's crazy. Stop it. Stop the cat right
and
there.
realized all of the world's problems.
Yeah, all right, sure.
I'm about to tell you the root cause of every single problem in the world.
Make up stories about yourself to boost your importance.
I say with 1,000% confidence, I don't know any other motherfucker alive who could have done what I did yesterday.
Encourage separation from their family.
With a bunch of other insignificant losers. Think about it. Your dad's a fucking bitch, mom's stupid, sister, brother, whoever.
Alright, this, like you said, this is real too, though. Like, you gotta, like, basically, in a nutshell, what he's saying in this one, they trying to make him, bro, I don't think he's a cult, bro. But, like, real life, bro, sometimes, if your family not on the type of time you on, bro, like, they doing this, they doing that, you gotta separate yourself. I'm not saying just completely shut them off, but you gotta separate yourself and get with, like, people that are on the same type of level you on. You know what I'm saying? Your family not poor and broke. You can't be around your family like 24/7 because you're gonna remain poor and broke. You gotta elevate yourself and separate yourself from not just family, friends. Sometimes you gotta be alone to elevate. You know what I'm saying?
Losers, your aunt, that favorite aunt.
I wouldn't be calling them losers.
If they died, nobody would care.
Have confession.
He's not lying though. He's not lying. Only you gonna care about your family. Same thing, like, bro, like,
Where people demonize.
if somebody, be real, if somebody family is trying to die, and you hear about it, or you got a boohoo cry over their relative death, no, because you understand that people die every day.
Their early
Yeah, especially since you don't know, you don't have no attachment to them.
lives and only praise their life in the group.
So I felt very alone, particularly before I joined the war room. I always say time and blood. I want to know, do our souls align? I need to find people that believe things that I believe, that want the same things that I want.
Yes. I haven't heard
You
nothing.
need to
wrong
find a
yet.
group of people that can support you inside a tribe that's strong enough to
I don't know, tribe. That's kind of that's an iffy word.
have your
right
back all the way around. And that is the number one reason you should make the investment to join the war room.
there. That's real.
But don't be stupid about it. Start slowly. A good con man takes a little bit of truth and a lot of lies and pulls the wool over the eyes of the ignorant.
I wouldn't even call that a cult. That's just good business. They just gave us a couple good business tactics. I'm not even gonna lie. Some of them was like, woo, like the wording was kind of crazy, but like, that's just how you.
This is stage one of a 3-step plan.
Bro. But now stage one of a 3-step plan, I ain't gonna lie. That means you got some plans that you know that we don't know. With that being said, comment down below what y'all thought of it. Do y'all think that Andrew Tate is starting a cult, or do y'all think it's just a good business marketing, things of that nature? Let me know down below in the comment section. Make sure y'all follow the social medias down below. DM me what y'all want to see next. With that being said, subscribe if you're new, and it's your boy King Zay signing out, man. Peace.